In Black Mirror's episode, Hated in the Nation, we are introduced to Karen, who is a detective that is telling her story of the events of a case she was working on to a courtroom. Throughout the entire episode, we go from the beginning of her case to the present. This episode is a frame narrative, which is a story told within a story. In this video analysis, we are going to look at ways this episode is indicating that it is moving between frames. This first scene we are going to look at is when Karen and Blue are leaving the hospital after discussing with Joe Power's husband and decide to go check out the person who ordered the cake for Joe. In this first shot, we see them conversing on their way out of the hospital, and around them we see people lounging around, and the sound in the background is filled with other conversations going on and people walking around. In this next shot, we see them both walk out of frame, and then transition into them driving in the car to their destination. And the sound has completely changed from a semi-crowded area to the sound of a car driving from the inside. In this next scene, we are towards the end of the episode, where Karen is shown again in the courtroom discussing about the loss of life. In this first shot, we have quite a bit of contrast set in with the dark suits everyone is wearing and the light wood on the floor. Other than the conversation going on, there is no other noise. Next is the transition into the warehouse, where all the bodies are being stored as Karen remembers it, and the tone of the lighting and color are mixing together, creating a sort of monotone palette of the scene, indicating that we are in a different realm of emotion from the previous shot. The sound in this abruptly changes from the silence within the previous shot to a low hum of music, again signifying the change in the mood, and we are reminded towards the end of the shot with the voice of the person holding the hearing to wake us out of the memory.